I was a detective with the Los Angeles Police Department. And before that, I was in the Army. And I was active for 7 years, stayed in the reserves for 23 more. Initially, when I retired from the police department, I was looking for something to play with. Everybody was getting Harleys, so I was looking at a Harley, and my wife, not too hot on the idea of a motorcycle. So I said, well, we already had a Corvette. I said, well, how about we look at an old Corvette? I started shopping around for a C1, and this is what I found. I was always kind of attracted to the C1s, you know, the solid axle cars. When I was a kid, I was working for the highway department up in Washington, and this was about in '66. I found a 60 for sale, and I didn't have enough money to buy the thing cash. I had to finance it. But my dad wouldn't co-sign for the thing. He said, "You'd probably kill yourself." When I couldn't buy the early Vette, I did get a K model Mustang. I moved on to '69 Roadrunner, went to Vietnam, came back, went to an assignment in Albuquerque. I went down to the Chevy dealer there in Albuquerque, and I found a 71 LT1, Ontario Orange. I drove that thing home. That was my start of the Corvettes. I moved on to another assignment in Panama, and just before going there, I traded the 71 for 73. I shipped that car down to Panama, and I ended up being the owner of half the Corvettes in the country. After I came back from Panama, that was my daily driver when I joined the LAPD. Drove that thing to work for many years. We were without Corvettes for a while the kids were growing up. And when I retired from the police department, that was time to buy another Corvette. I'm pretty much a red guy. I've had 4 other Corvettes that are red. I currently have a newer model, 2017. I found this one online from a broker up in Northern California, up in the Bay Area, and everything looked right, and I liked the color. 1962, black, got a red interior. One of the previous owners, a guy down in Alabama, had some work done on it. He put a crate motor 350 in it, and the thing's all balanced, and it's a really good motor. So it's not numbers matching, but other than that, it's almost original. When I drive the car, I feel like I'm kind of in another time in another place. It's a whole lot different than when I drive my modern Vette. When I'm driving the 62 with a 17-inch steering wheel, as big around as my little finger, up against my chest, I'm part of the car, I'm part of the feel of the thing. I put on the brakes, they pull a little bit to the left, they pull a little to the right, but I'm used to it. It's part of me. You know, if somebody else drove that car, they'd wonder what in the heck's wrong with your car, but it's my car, and I know how it feels, and I like driving it. It's the kind of car you can open the hood, you can change your own spark plugs, you can work on the car. The new ones, they're all computerized, and somebody else is going to do all the work for you. 53 through 62 are the solid axle, and the ride isn't there. The handling is not as good, but they're kind of a breed unto themselves. They're sought after. You look at a Corvette from the 53s all the way up to the new cars, and you immediately know it's a Corvette. It's unlike any other sports car by any other manufacturer, and even though they changed the line some, you can recognize their Corvettes. The new ones obviously are much more roadworthy. You can take them across country. And my old car, I drive that to the beach comfortably, drive it back, but I don't see myself buying another old Corvette, but I don't see myself selling this thing for a long while either. As long as I can get in and drive the thing, I'll be doing it.